G'day and welcome back to the shed. My name's Mark. We're getting back onto the milling machine to finish off a job I started on Thursday night's live stream, and that's machining a couple of new hex bolts. These ones are had better days, and let's get on with it. Righto, we're back on the mill. Nice close-up shot here, and this is the one I did the other night on the live stream. It's turned out beautifully. We've got our ring spanner here, and it just perfect fit, just beautiful. You couldn't ask for anything else. As you can see, the fan in the background, it's very humid here today. It's something like 30 degrees at the time of recording. It's also getting close to lunch too. So I'm just putting this back in the rotary table here. As we're already previously set up here on the mill, it's not going to take us long to chomp through this material. We've got the carbide cutter in. It's probably a little bit on the blunt side, but we'll get going anyway. The initial cut was a little bit too deep and it did jump a bit, so we've just backed it off and we'll index around to 60 degrees and take a lighter cut. It's definitely much better. It's still grabbing a little bit. We'll clean that up on the way back through. Of course, I'm just going to repeat this process, so we'll speed it up. And we'll just go back to our 0 point, 0 degrees. Yep, perfect. Back it off and we'll check it with our spanner. Just brush off the swarf. There's our spanner. Oh, a little bit loose actually, but does the job. Yeah, it's a little bit loose than the other side. So I made a bit of a mistake there. Well, never mind. It'll do. Righto, I'll jump over on the Linisher here. Just take the burrs off and then we can get it back in the lathe and part these nuts. Look at that, nice and beautiful. I thought I made a mistake before, but yeah, that side's just as loose as this side. No big deal. And we have the two lovely shed dogs on the screen. A new calendar up here, done by one of our members at the club. That's Gary's engine there at the National Rally. And we've got quite a few other engines here. Emma's roller, Bill's roller, oh, there's another Aveling importer. And Alchin, it's amazing. And there you go. There's a steamroller. That's Mark and the other guy. But Mark and myself look after this roller. That's Marion, 19 D-type Aveling importer roller. And over here we have a shed dog. Hello, shed dog. What are you doing? Hey, just trying to keep cool in this humidity. Hey, it's a bit hot, isn't it? Good old shed dog. All right, let's jump on the lathe and make some magic. Back over on the lathe now, and we've got our two machine bits of hex out of our raw stock. I'm just going to put it in the chuck here and face it off to length. Then I'll part it off and we'll have one left over just to take down to size. And we'll have our two brand new nuts. As previously mentioned, this one is an example, and it's been hit a lot of times with a cold chisel. Still usable, but let's make some new ones. See a little step there. As you can probably make out, it didn't quite come all the way through with the thread, but that's all right. We can just run the tap back through it again, and we've still got a bit more to come off. We might just leave it at that and part it off. Righto, we're now getting set up for the parting off process. I'm going to have the coolant running. It's probably going to splash everywhere. I won't have it going crazy. I'll get that, get it slowed down just so we've got enough. Everything's a bit close, so we'll see how it goes. As you can see, we're chomping through this nicely. Just got enough coolant on there to help keep everything well lubricated. And I'm just manually feeding this in. There we go, beautifully cut off. So it's just dropped onto the cross slide here. Now we've parted that off, we'll change tools again and finish this one off to size. And that looks really good. I won't be running coolant. We'll just chop through this pretty quickly. Change gears on the lathe. And we're just going to face this material off until we're down to size. We're just about to take our final cut on this one. Yeah, we are touching the jaws too. We'll get our deburring tool and put a nice little chamfer on there. It's looking really nice. There we are. And just check our length, make sure we're down to length. I'm making these 16 millimeters, and that's just perfect. I'll finish these off by hand on the Linisher by just putting some chamfers on here. We got a chamfer there on both ends. Now we'll do the other one. This one's got a bit of a burr on it, so I'll just run the tool across that to take it off, then finish it off by hand. With the job now done, it's over to the Linisher just to finish this off. And just to make sure everything is right, we're going to run the tap back through here again. Beautiful. Oops. And we'll do the same to the other one. They're done, that's the main thing. But where do they go? Well, they go right here. And this is the exhaust, or what they call the blast pipe. The pipe goes onto here. You can see it's flanged. We've got a couple of studs. They're a little bit dirty, and they're also a little bit awkward to get into. We're looking at the cylinders here, the high pressure and the low pressure. And that needs a clean out, but anyway, let's give these a bit of a wire brush, or as best we can. As you can see, as you appreciate, that bit of a difficult spot to get into. The flange is fairly thick. I mean, that's a little bit rough. I really need a die nut to run over that and clean those up. but they go on. A little bit of lube, that goes on perfect. Look at that, that's just flowing on. Maybe this one's got a little bit of dirt inside of it or something like that. Mind you, they are 100 years old, so what do you expect? Oh, there we go. Bit of a difference between the two, slight difference. See if that goes on there nicely. It does. The other thing you can do is also just turn them around and just see if there's any difference in them, and there is. But that's job done. Thanks everyone for tuning in and watching the process. Don't forget, we go live on a Thursday night from the shed here, and we'll see what's going on in the shed. Till then, bye for now.